Now, in this video, we are going to continue our discussion regarding solving logarithmic inequalities. So, let's have our example number 3. So, if we have the logarithm of 2x minus 1 base 3 greater than the logarithm of x plus 2 base 3. So, again, let's first check our base. Yung mga reminders natin. Let's check our base. For this inequality, we have a base which is equal to 3 and 3 is greater than 1. So, therefore, again, retain the symbol sign or the inequality sign of our inequalities. Next one, let's check the resulting values of our x. So, for this instance, we have 2. We have to check yung ating first logarithmic expression, 2x minus 1 base 3. So, that is 2x minus 1 greater than 0. So, therefore, you will have 2x greater than positive 1 and dividing both sides by 2, you will have your x daw po should be greater than 1. So, the values that are greater than 1/2 will make your logarithmic expression define. Next one, we have x plus 2 greater than 0. So, our x will be should be greater than negative 2 to make this logarithmic expression define. So, let's graph it or visualize it para mas mabilis sa ating number line. So, you have 0 and 1/2. So, dito yan. So, your 1/2 daw po, sabi dito is, dapat siya ay greater than. So, towards positive infinity. Then, your x naman, when you have your negative 2, negative 1, negative 2, ayan, towards positive infinity. So, ito yung mga values ng x natin that would make your inequality logarithmic expressions define. Now, let's proceed in solving for our inequality or the value of our x. So, for this inequality, logarithmic inequality, we can apply the one-to-one property kasi they have the same basis naman and expressed in logarithm. So, you will have 2x minus 1, retain the symbol or the direction of our inequality sign. So, x plus 2. Now, to solve for our x, let's isolate yung x natin at i-transpose natin yung mga terms. So, you will have 2x, then transpose negative x greater than positive 2. Transpose natin to, you will have positive 1. So, we will have x is greater than 3. So, ito daw po yung magsasatisfy sa ating logarithmic inequality. However, you have to always take into consideration yung mga conditions or resulting values of x natin that would make each logarithmic expression define. So, let's graph it in our, or let's visualize or illustrate it in our number line. So, when our x daw po is greater than 3, so this is 2 and this is 3, so you will have x is greater than 3. So, obviously, this is our resulting value of x when we solve for our inequalities. So, pwede naman, no? Lahat naman po masasatisfy when our x is greater than 3. Given that, ito yung mga conditions. So, therefore, kukunin natin yung pinakamataas, which is x is greater than 3. So, therefore, our solution is x is greater than 3. So, let's have our example number 4. We have the logarithm of x is greater than negative 2 but less than positive 2. So, for this, for us to solve this one, we are still going to follow yung kanina mga step na ginawa natin. So, first, check the base. Then, ensure that the logarithms are, ensure the values of x that would make the logarithm define. And ensure the inequality is satisfied. So, for base, wala naman tayong problema. Our base here is equal to 10. So, therefore, 10 is greater than 1. So, wala tayong gagawing changes sa ating symbol or inequality directions. Next, we have our x. So, x daw po natin, that would make our logarithm define is when our x is greater than 0. Now, let's solve for our inequality. So, if we have this one, so the best way for us to solve this one is to split. Syempre, dalawa-dalawa yan, both left side and right side of your logarithm of x. So, for us to split this one, we have to first express yung ating negative 2 and positive 2 and the same base with the logarithm of x. And again, this is a common log with base 10. So, therefore, instead of writing negative 2, so magiging negative 2 times 1 natin siya. Katulad po ng in-example natin dun sa equation, logarithmic equation natin, we can express this one as negative 2 times the logarithm of 10. Right? Logarithm of 10. Then, by the power law, we will have the logarithm of 10 raised to negative 2. So, ganun din po sa ating positive 2. You can factor out this one as 2 times 1, which is also equal to the logarithm of 2 times 10. And by power law, you will have the logarithm of 10 raised to 2. So, ayan. Instead of writing negative 2 and positive 2, we will now rewrite it as logarithm of 10 raised to negative 2 and logarithm of 10 raised to positive 2 respectively. So, split na natin yung ating compound inequality. So, we will have the logarithm of 10 raised to negative 2 less than the logarithm of x, while the other one will be the logarithm of x less than the logarithm of 10 raised to 2. Since nga po ang ating base is greater than 1, so therefore, wala tayong gagawin sa ating mga inequality directions. So therefore, and then we can also use yung one-to-one property when we can now rewrite this one as, or express this one as 10 raised to negative 2 less than x. And the other one will be x less than 10 raised to positive 2. Thus, we will have 10 raised to negative 2 can be expressed in fraction as 1 over 100 less than x, and x is less than 100. Thus, we obtain the answer, which is x is greater than 1 over 100 or 0.01 and but less than 100. So, hindi na-satisfy naman po natin yung ating yung ating resulting value of x kanina, wherein x daw po should be greater than 0 and both are positive naman. So, therefore, we can say that this is the solution. So, in interval form, that is 1 over 100, 100.